Ed Hamilton, sculptor of the Lincoln Memorial at Waterfront Park, and this is where he was put together. This is where Lincoln slept for 18 months. There's enough monuments of him around the country that you can't get on, and we all know the reverence of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. You can't even go in there and raise your voice. National Park Service was walking around shushing people. I'm like, what the? For those three weeks he spent with Joshua Speed, he did walk downtown, and I'm sure he saw the waterfront. So that's what led me into this kind of rock formation, casual, threw his hat down, threw the books down he was carrying, and sat down, and now he's ready to greet whoever might have walked by. Once we got down there, I was shocked about all the cars parked all up and down River Road. The parking lot was full. And I thought to myself, gee whiz, this is bigger than I thought. And so once I got into the site, again, like I said, and I pointed this out to my wife as we were walking, I said, look, Vern, look. And then all of a sudden, not only he came into view, but all the people that were around, you could barely see him, you know. And I thought, oh, this is great, man, this is great. And the orchestra was playing, and we got up to the amphitheater area, and, you know, I'm like, hello, hello, hello. And all of a sudden, the crowd stood up and started applauding. How better can it get? My town, my people.
Good evening. I am David Karam from the Waterfront Development Corporation. And folks wondered why we planned this event at 8:45 in the evening. There were many people who pressed for it to be at noon today.
Why are we doing this in the evening? Nobody's going to be there. We're not unveiling this stuff? What do you mean we're not unveiling? So I had everybody mad at me for a while.
Do you know why now?
Yeah, I ate some crow. Okay, I don't care. It all worked out perfect, so everybody now is happy.
The Hargraves design for this memorial site provides a perfect frame for Ed's wonderful Abraham Lincoln and the 4 bas-reliefs that tell the story of Lincoln's lifelong ties to Kentucky and also to Louisville. Never in my wildest imagination would I have the thrill of introducing Ed Hamilton, who did this masterful work.
Thank you. Thank you. I knew this memorial was a success when I looked out and saw these children playing on Lincoln.
During one of this nation's darkest episodes, one which pitted neighbors, friends, parents, brothers and sisters against one another. A small Shaker community prayed for a war-torn nation and its president. Nearly 100 years later, Aaron Copland was commissioned to compose a score for a ballet. For a portion of the score, Copland drew upon an obscure Shaker melody called Simple Gifts, dating back to 1848. He heard in it an expression of the Shaker principles of the simple, the practical, and the austere, all of which are reflected in his composition for the score, Variations on a Shaker Melody.
I feel like I know him now more one-on-one humanistically, as a person, as a person who did walk the earth, who did talk to people, who did want to tell stories, who loved a great story, What better way to educate children about who this man is with the books on the rock, his top hat, book in his hand, and they're sitting there looking at this man and wondering, I could do this.